How do you think the youth has to follow their own dreams? Do you think their music inspires them to do so?
I hope so. I hope that with my new album, with Born This Way, that people feel a sense of freedom in terms of their ambitions, that you can become anything that your mind can envision. I believe a lot in projection. I talk about projection a lot in the show, and it's something that is a recurring theme in the Monster Ball and has been a recurring theme with the fans. It's the idea that if you project into the universe your potential, that it will just happen. I always say, I say art is a lie.
Why?
It's a lie. It's a fantasy. And we live somewhere. I live particularly halfway between fantasy and reality at all times. And we must tell that lie over and over and over again, the lie of our potential, over and over. You may not yet be that person, but if you just keep profusely and relentlessly and fearlessly telling that lie, at some point it becomes true.
So Gaga, tell me, you're going to Mexico in a few months.
Yeah?
So what are you expecting about this concert?
I'm just so excited. I can't believe we're playing at the stadium. I mean, we sold out in like 2 days. Like, in some ways, I wish we could do many smaller shows just so I could be closer to them. But I know that it will be more of an event and even more memorable.
What have you heard about the Mexican audience or the Latin American audience?
Last time I was in Mexico was with New Kids on the Block.
Yeah, believe it or not.
Way too long, and I wish I had been there sooner. I mean, actually, whether you guys even know this or not, I had like no money because I went completely bankrupt spending all my money on the show.
And the tours.
Yeah, I could just even stay afloat financially. So I now have more control and I can go to all the places that I want to go to. Mexico is certainly first on the list because it's been too long.
What's your relation with Mexico? Any story?
Fernando's Mexican.
Okay.
And Fernando is the musical director of the album. So there's a lot of Latin American flavor on the album. But we began to work, and as we were working, I got an email that Prop 8 had been overturned in California, a marriage law for the gay community. And we said that we felt like this gun had gone off in society, the fact that Prop 8 had been overturned. And actually, just around that time, the immigration laws began to surface. There was a lot of artists that were boycotting playing in Arizona because of the laws. And I feel like when you give in to the government, when the government is socially oppressing the citizens, I feel like when you give in, you are feeding into the negativity. Whereas I said, I want to go and I want to perform for my fans, and I knew that there would be Latin American fans there. I knew there would be fans in the immigrant community at the show, and I wanted to play for them.